Yo, what up? We're playing a game called Doki Doki Anomaly. I saw it in one of the new games that were coming out under the horror section. It's a SCP. I'm pretty sure it's like a mix of SCP and Doki Doki Literature Club, but I've never played Doki Doki Literature Club. I guess you just say DDLC, huh? Never played it. I hope it doesn't reference too much stuff that I don't understand. So, yeah, let's try it out. The first recorded death associated with SCP-8008 occurred in December 18th, 1997. Hold space to skip rapidly. The victim, John Paul Rivel, 38, Caucasian male, was found pinned under his Dodge truck. Police on scene reported him being smushed to the neck, unlike any. Wait. Police on scene reported him being smushed to the neck like an empty tube of toothpaste. Exact wording. He was also smiling ear to ear and wearing a pair of novelty spiral lens glasses. The SCP Foundation became involved later when the local detectives assigned to the case was also found dead. Dismembered by his own lawnmower, smiling broadly and wearing the same glasses. Gosh, I wish this would go away. Apparently, this anomalous pair of novelty glasses, deemed SCP-008, allows the wearer to fall in love with literally anything. SCP-8008 log, October 6th, 1999. The entire first cohort of researchers assigned to the anomaly has been redacted. The first 3 researchers were killed by an H2 pencil, a diamond necklace, and a pool noodle. How did he die to a pool noodle? The last was found redacted in redacted. All the data after that has been expunged. What am I supposed to do with this? I shut the SCP-8008 case files in disgust and tucked the folder into my arm. Who'd I piss off to get assigned to an anomaly with a 100% casualty rate? Must be because of the SCP-458 incident last month. Stupid infinite pizza box. I actually know that one. Damn it. Isn't that the one where like you can have the pizza, but you can only take like it could be like any pizza you want, but oh, there was some catch to it. I can't remember what the catch was, I think it could be any pizza type you can think of. The heavy doors of SCP-173, the sculpture's enclosure, are already open when I arrive. My assistant, Dr. Theron Sherman, smiles briefly at me as I enter the room, then returns to reviewing his notes. He flips his pen in an elaborate loop between his fingers. His nervous fidget. The dozen D-class inmates inside are all staring intently at vaguely peanut-shaped sculpture standing motionless in the corner of the room. After all, it only takes an instant when nobody has it in their line of sight. Even a blink at the wrong time, and it will snap all your necks in an instant. Ah, here comes Dr. Fields now with an experiment on SCP-682. Morning. He seems distracted. Morning, sir. Everything all right? He blinks, seeming to refocus. Yes, everything's fine. I look at the strange pair of glasses Dr. Fields is handing me. This is it? I take SCP-8008, the novelty glasses from him, noting how light they are. Just a dark plastic frame and spiral pattern lens. Dr. Fields wipes his hands off his lab coat, as if to get rid of anything the glasses may have left behind. They look funny, but let me tell you, he swallows nervously. They are no joke. Dr. Fields nods and takes his leave. All right. I settle into the flimsy aluminum chair at the table provided and activate the microphone. No turning back now. I take a deep breath and put SCP-8008, the novelty glasses, put it on. Okay. What? Hello? clear my throat, hoping my nerves won't be too noticeable in the video recording. Hello, SCP-173. Whether she's thinking deeply or completely brain dead, I can't tell. Can you understand me? That was something. I'll be continuing experimentation with you. Is that all right? Were you expecting someone else? If she's looking for my predecessor, she's going to be disappointed. They're not coming back. I won't be making the same mistake they did. But maybe we could be friends? She seems to like that idea. Besides, me and Dr. Sherman scribbled, Sherman scribbled something in his notes. I'm glad. Her voice seems to send shivers up my spine. I need to compose myself, return to the basics. Our goal here is to clarify exactly how SCP-8008 produces its hallucinations, and is better understand its psionic properties. You will compare my subjective experiences to the audio-video footage and Dr. Sherman's notes. To begin, I will show you some images. Is that alright, SCP-173? She seems a bit eager. Perhaps this won't be as hard as I expected. Okay. I show her the image of the monarch butterfly in summer. What do you see? Butterfly. A butterfly? You know what a butterfly is? She's so difficult to read. I know. Next, I show her the image of a human face. And this? My love. What? Why are you my love? Sir, what's wrong? I didn't realize it, but I'd stood up. Small hairs on the back of my neck are standing straight up. Everything inside me is screaming to get away from this creature. Nothing. I'm fine. It takes all my self-control to force myself to sit down. You can do this. Lastly, I show her an image of her actual face. The blank, spray-painted eyes stare up at the paper from the paper. Last one, okay? What do you see? What do you see here? Confronted with the image of her actual face, she seems stressed. No! The twisted body of one of the D-class personnel is slammed suddenly into the table, looking up at me with wide eyes. His body is spasming at the sudden disconnection from his brainstem. His head is turned 180 degrees. What just happened? I didn't see. I blinked. The man on the table has stopped twitching, his irises mid-dilated. Around the room, the remaining D-classes have their backs against the wall. One woman is hyperventilating, covering her eyes. I blinked too. And me. Not again. Do they not know protocol? The whole protocol for SCP-173 is you say you're going to blink before you blink. Did they not know that? Who briefed them before they came in? I guess they're D-class for a reason, but I didn't think they were that expendable. Everyone just happened to blink at the same time? I'll remind the D-class personnel that any deviation from eye contact protocol will have severe consequences. We can see that. Beyond the obvious. Right. I almost jump out of my chair as the timer beeps. We're going to end here for today. Please don't be upset. We'll be back tomorrow, okay? She seems relieved about that. Is that really something I should be happy about? I'll be waiting. Her voice, I don't think I'll ever get used to it. I remove SCP-8008, taking a moment to wipe the sweat from my face. Without the glasses on, I could see SCP-173 is actually a monster in concrete and rebar, looming right in front of me. The corpse on the table seems to be staring at it, afraid to look away even in death. Nothing. I scrubbed through the grainy video again. No evidence of the young one I'd seen speaking to in the test chamber. No evidence that SCP-173 was in any way communicating with me. It's just me, wearing those ridiculous glasses, talking to myself. Oh, it's what? Oh, it's this thing. Shit, I suck at these games. Why did I not get something here? Let's go... Great work! Now I get 35,000 points or I'll break your legs. Oh shit. I gotta get 35,000 points. Quick. Save my legs. I don't want them to be broken. Shit. Oh shit, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, I can actually set him up. Okay. Or, if you click on my face. Okay, I wake with a start. What was that dream? Something about legs? And... What the hell? Thank you. For what? She's gone. I reach up to touch my face, terrified that I might find SCP-8008 there. It's just me. So what did I just see? I dress and head down to the cafeteria to get some water. A clock on the wall just reads reads just past 2 a.m. It's so quiet. Where am I? Why am I at SCP-8008's containment locker? I hadn't meant to come here. Is this how it starts? I'll slowly back away from the locker. The halogen lights on the hallway feeling overly bright, exposing. Then I notice something odd about SCP-8008's locker. The padlock is askew, as if someone had been tampering with it. I realize it's been unlocked and then replaced backwards to hide the unclasped mechanism. Looking inside, it confirms my fears. SCP-8008 is missing. I didn't do this. I'm positive I didn't do it. I check on my pockets, my face, and even on top of my head just to be sure. What are you doing here? I almost jumped into my skin in a sudden voice. Singer! The third researcher in our cohort. From our cohort is leaning against the doorway, arms crossed. She's wearing her lab coat, a pair of green slippers, and a concerned scowl. Well? It's not what it looks like. I didn't even mean to come here. She waves away any concern, standing straight. I know. What? It dawns on me that Dr. Singer had been assistant to the previous lead researcher, the one who'd been redacted out of all the files. I had a feeling I'd find you, one of you here tonight. It's just the same as last time. I'm glad I caught you before. She runs her hands up and down her arms. I'm not so sure you did. I move aside to show her the open containment locker. Dr. Singer's eyes go wide. It wasn't me. Then who? Fields! He had been acting strangely today. Hey! Without warning, Dr. Singer has me by the lapel of my coat. Lapel? And is dragging me out into the hallway. Hey, what the? She yanks me into a dead sprint. Still not explaining herself. I'm barely able to keep up. Dr. Singer puts the containment breach alarm as we pass it, and I realize just how much trouble we're in. The alarms are deafening. I've only ever heard them once before, at the site I'd been transferred from. 14 people had died that night. The hallway rocks violently. Fine dust pours from the concrete ceiling, catching in my throat as we run. I cough hoarsely, my lungs already burning from the unfamiliar exercise. My worst fears are confirmed as we round the final corner. All I can see is a cloud of billowing dust and stone debris. Huge shards of rock have gouged the walls on the far end of the corridor, exploding from the wall that had been SCP-682's temporary containment chamber. I jump as as a hand grasps my trouser leg. To my horror, I recognize Dr. Veda, the fourth and final researcher in our cohort. His lips and chin are crimson in blood. His torso has been pulped by metal shrapnel. I barely even have time to process this before a shape looms out of the new hole in the wall. It's big. Ahead of us, Dr. Fields is standing with his arms raised towards it. I can't see his face, but I know he's wearing SCP-8008. The massive Doki-class anomaly crawls over the pile of debris. Yellow acid smoke pours from its body. It spots Dr. Singer and I. My body freezes, pinned by the hateful yellow eyes. My beloved, my queen. He looks so small next to her. I did as you asked. Now we can be together. Disgusting. It snaps Dr. Field up in its crocodilian jaws faster than I can believe. Dr. Field screams as SCP-682 shakes him back and forth like a doll. I hear his body breaking. SCP-8008 flies off and lands near my feet. A wave of desire to put them on washes over me. We're gonna resist it this time. Maybe we can go back through and see like alternate endings and stuff. I resist the urge, too terrified to even move. His screams become gurgles as he disappears into SCP-682's maw. Gunfire erupts from behind SCP-682. I'll just say the number now. I'm not gonna say SCP every single time. That's a little hard to say. I hit the floor just as bullets whip around the air around me, sending my up sprays of sharp stone where they hit the tiles. I cover my head. Even above the sirens of the gunfire, I can hear 682 shriek as it enters a rage state. The floor rocks under me as another section of the building collapses. And suddenly, the shower of debris and bullets stop. Even the sound seems muted. I decide to risk it. Carefully, I open one dust-covered eye to see a pair of bare gray feet standing from inches from my face. After a moment of confusion, it dawns on me. 096 had been moved into the adjoining cell block for testing. I covered my eyes in an instant, praying I hadn't seen its face somehow. I see 096's face is certain death. You! His guttural voice rings from its high ceiling chamber, followed by a howl from 096 as it enters into a rage state upon being glimpsed. I blindly begin to crawl away from the sounds of fighting as the two anomalies clash. I hope desperately I'm going in the opposite direction. Something bumps into my hand, something light and plastic. I don't have time to open my eyes to know it's SCP-8008. Again, my mind screams to put them on and see. I must resist! I resist. I won't end up like Dr. Fields. I won't. A huge chunk of concrete strikes me in the back, crushing the air to my lungs in a whoosh. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. My vision goes soft in the edges of as the life is slowly crushed out of me. Is this it? Something is pulling on my legs. Something impossibly strong. I feel hands around my ankles. As I grasp gasp as the pressure on my chest is released and light returns to the world. Oh! You're okay. I got you. I won't ever let the others have you. She's gone. I hear voices. I hear Dr. Sherman shouting? Why is he shouting? Doctor, can you hear me? I try to respond, but it turns into a hacking cough. My throat is full of dust. You're alright! He helps me to sit up and waits while I cough a while longer. Miraculously, I seem to be unharmed. Let's get you to the medical ward. He supports me as I stand. Glancing backwards as I turn to leave, I see the slab of concrete that almost killed me, and the trail through the dust of where SCP-173 had dragged me to safety. Why? I'm hooked up to several machines in a private room. My heartbeat sounds quick and irregular on the monitor. Isn't this a bit excessive? Dr. Sherman looks up at me in his chair in the corner. His lips twist in a wry grin. You know, for someone so smart, you're a real idiot. Fair. Laying back in my nest of pillows. Is Dr. Singer alright? Yeah, she's fine. She had the sense to run when she saw what happened to Dr. Fields. I nod awkwardly. He stands and hands me a glass of water from the bedside table. I drain the glass, not realizing how thirsty I'd been. In the breach? Dr. Sherman sighs at that, then shoves his hands in his pockets. Word around the site that they were... I can't speak. Word around the site is that they were able to recontain both 682 and 096. But SCP-173 is missing. Should I tell him SCP-173... I keep saying it. Should I tell him 173 saved my life? Its containment chamber was found open. I need to find 173. I think I might be in danger. That's as much as I'm willing to say. Dr. Sherman's eyes narrow. Task force personnel are already down in the tunnel searching for it. They won't find her. They won't find it. Right, sorry. Why not? How do I explain it to him? We need to ask someone who was there. Everyone who saw what happened was torn apart other than you. Not everyone. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Theron, I don't have a lot of time. It's hard to explain. Cross his arms in for a moment, then seems to deflate. Fine. I suppose someone has to keep watch over you. A chill runs down my spine at that. I can't help but wonder if 173 is watching me even now. There's no time to lose. Ooh, 6'8" dude probably kill me, but I don't think 096 can even talk. Unless I have to put the glasses on to talk to them. You know what? I'll stop it here. we're gonna leave on a cliffhanger. We'll check out this next time. I'm gonna save. Bam. I won't be doing like a thing where I'm gonna save before decisions. If I die, then I die. I'm gonna have to go back through again. But all right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm having a good time. I wasn't sure if I'd really enjoy this. This is really interesting, actually. Yeah, this is really fun. All right, and I'll see you guys next one.